Hi gorgeous lights, welcome to a little card update. Please do take what actually resonates for you. We are all in this together right at the moment, and I'm very, very conscious on the earth plane that there's quite a few difficulties to do with discernment and boundaries and clarity, and the guides are very, very aware that you need to give yourself a huge amount of compassion and empathy and understanding right at the moment as well, because it's pretty intense. And because of that, the cards that I've drawn are actually really, really good indicators of this as well. So the first card that we've got up is the Darkness card. Now, they wanted to actually illuminate that a lot of us are thinking that we're sitting in our own darkness, or it's really, really heavy right at the moment, or really, really hard work right at the moment. We are always illuminated by our inner wisdom and our inner understanding that actually comes from spirit. And when we get too much in our head, then we can start almost like logically going, that's going on, that's creating hard work, that. So we'll focus and very, very quickly go back to our survival instincts, which we run on anyway, literally going, and that's going wrong, and that's going wrong as well. Now, we keep not realizing that the darkness or the difficulties or the challenges, they're to illuminate your wisdom. They're to illuminate how amazing you are, how incredible you are, and that it's, any obstacles and challenges are helping you find your pathway forwards with truly listening to the truth of yourself and centering and focusing on what's truthfully actually important to you as well. So remember, they want to remind you also that the darkness it's temporary, everything saying that phrase, by the light of the moon. Well, by the light of the moon, you can actually have a different viewpoint or a different illumination. So sometimes what we think is actually not serving us or is blocking us or shifting us or whatever, it's actually just actually illuminating for us more clearly if we step back and widen our viewpoint, that there's another pathway that needed to be illuminated in a slightly different way, or that our pathway that we're choosing needs to be illuminated in a slightly different way by our own fears and own insecurities as well. So it's a time to be really, really mindful of this. We are all in this together. I cannot stress this enough. And it is really, really important for you to cut yourself some slack right at this time. Crikey dick. Right, the second card up is the Pleasure card, which is, again, what they're asking you to do. If you focus on the darkness and you become consumed by it, there is putting the things that we love and enjoy back into our lives and actually actively creating that energy, because that energy is actually so good for us as well. And it is a time of reflection, regeneration, boundaries, discernment. There's a lot going on. We are unpacking a lot at the moment. Who we want to be, what programming we want to let go of. Everyone is being really impacted by it, and I really think that we need to really focus on anchoring in some joy, some pleasure, and some understanding that we can give back to ourselves right at this period of time as well. Now, the third card up is the Masculine. And the card is, it's really just a card of action, of doing, of not getting caught up in the inertia. And it's still blended, because I've also said to me as well, with Divine Feminine, it's time for her to stop turning up in a really masculine way, which is doing all the time, taking action all the time. Yes, you can take an action up. If you're taking action all the time and you're the person that's doing that, you're the one that's actually getting exhausted. And so Divine Feminine, when she's just in her flow and she's happy and she's contented and she's artistic, creative, intuitive, all those sorts of things, that is not racing around like a lunatic trying to actually do everything as well. So there's a reminder to look at the balances between Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. For the masculines out there, it's definitively a time of action, if you're masculinely based, of actually taking a step into ownership of which direction that you want to come. Where it's a little bit of a weird limbo space, because Divine Feminine's getting pushed to relax and flow a little bit more, but Divine Masculine is getting pushed into a more active kind of perusal they've just said of what they actually want to do in their lives as well, because as we're unanchoring some of the old programming, it's really, really important to go, okay, there is things that I want to do for myself, there is things that I want to actually achieve. And for a lot of masculines, it's not packaged in their work environment, it's packaged in what they want to achieve for themselves and how they want to turn out for themselves as well. So it's, yeah, exactly. Evangel just said it's a very investigative time for what's holding you back, what's blocking you, and what's empowering you to go forward as well. It's one of the most creative times. The universe is waiting for you to take a stepping stone to create it. So make sure that you actually do that as well. So, so, so important at this time as well. So hopefully that's a tiny update for you. Remember that you're not alone in this. This can feel like a really lonely time when you're withdrawing away from what does not serve you anymore. It can feel like you're losing friends and family and you're done and you can't do it anymore. What is changing is you in a massive evolution, but you are not the only person that's changing. You are evolving and your awareness is increasing and you're doing an amazing job. I just need to remind you of that. And you are so, so connected to the universe. The universe has doubly got your back on this. It is just illuminating the darkness, or the bits of darkness that we actually need to heal in ourselves at this period of time. Have a fantastic week, guys. Take care of you.